Today we're doing something different. I'm doing a live recording of an exit interview, probably our first one ever. Actually, I don't know if we've ever done an exit interview, period, but this is the first time we're actually putting it on camera. I want to get the truth behind why Davis, our man Davis over here, is leaving the company. For the sake of transparency, we're constantly, pitching the fact that we're transparent, that everything we do is real, and this is going to probably be as real as it gets when it comes to us hiring, firing, losing people. Davis, how's it going today?
It's my last day, so honestly, I haven't done shit this entire week.
You haven't done shit for like 2 weeks at least.
No. I mean, the folder's full. They have 35 posts ready for Roman and Adrian and Luxury Bazaar.
Okay, so let's get to the number one question. Why are you leaving Luxury Bazaar?
I mean, I found a better opportunity. It's literally 2 blocks away from my house.
Okay.
And I went to school for marketing, so that's what I'm going into. So not a lot of people can say that what they went to school for is what they're doing in life. So yeah.
Describe what a better opportunity means to you.
I mean, I love photography. Photography's always been a hobby, but I want to be more of a content creator. So doing videos, thumbnails, graphics, photos, everything for companies and stuff. So I don't like being on this side of the camera with all these weirdos looking at us.
But, weirdos.
Yeah. But yeah, so I want to do more and stuff. I think my time at Luxury Bazaar has been a great one. I have a lot of memories with you and then all the weirdos behind the camera again.
Are you nervous?
A little bit, yeah.
You sound a little...
I hate being on this side of the camera.
Before I get into the tough questions, and there are going to be a couple, or at least one, if not more. First thing I want to do is, if you guys like watching our podcast or listen to our podcast, make sure to show us some love and support by liking, commenting, subscribing, write a review on the podcast, whether you're listening to it on iTunes, Spotify, or whatever. Let's get back to the episode.
Sure.
So you want to go actually be a creator rather than just a photographer, which is what you were here.
Yeah.
Tell me about your experience at Luxury Bazaar. How long have you been here?
I've been here for 1 year and 3 months now.
Wow.
Yeah.
It feels a lot shorter.
Yeah, it's not felt like a year.
No. Went by pretty quick.
Huh?
Went by quick.
Yeah. I remember walking in here and being like, as nervous I am now and stuff. But I remember you just being like, all right, go do what you do. And I was like, what do you mean? And stuff. Like no direction at all. Just like literally thrown into the deep end and let's see if you can survive.
That was the method.
And I survived 1 year and a couple months.
So over the past year, you clearly have improved significantly. So when you started out, I remember telling you, photos look good, but not, up to par. We had some ideal that we wanted to reach, and we've reached it. We've probably overcome it. Like or exceeded that ideal image that we were looking for. What would be your advice for the next person filling your seat?
That's probably the toughest question.
Oh no, I have tougher.
Oh, geez. All right. I mean, watches is so difficult and more like, you don't realize how difficult it is until you have 20 watches in a day to shoot and you're like, fuck, how am I going to do this and stuff? But it's all about time management. And I think the biggest thing is focus. That's the thing that me and Nina came down to is people, it's all about the dial and stuff. So if we can get the focus as clear as possible, that's what people are going to be intrigued to see. And that's, at the end of the day, focus and knowing your camera settings is probably the best thing to do.
So when you first started with us, how much of your resume was fake? 80%, 90%?
Not really and stuff. Not really.
I mean, because you pretty much just came out of college.
Yeah, it literally was probably 4 months out of the college and stuff. So I was doing freelance stuff. I was doing freelance social media and then social media photography and stuff. So when I found this, I was like, oh, this is what I've been doing just for Luxury Bazaar and stuff so not really and stuff. I knew I was confident in myself that going to Savannah College Art and Design SCAD, I knew the abilities I had from being in that pressured environment to come over anything I needed to come over and stuff. So
overcome.
Yeah, overcome. Yeah, come over.
Overcome.
Dyslexic at the end of the day.
I'm just trying to figure out because again, there was a big change between the time that you just joined us, and I'm gonna say probably 5-6 months after that, where the quality really, really changed. So I know a lot of our other team members, Sarah, Amber, everybody else kind of helping you and guiding you and assisting you, but you really, you got into it and it seemed like the focus really paid off. If tomorrow we have a new photographer starting, I understand, dial and all its camera settings. What's like a simple way to explain to them what they'll be doing and how to do it best?
Make sure you shoot at least 3 watches a day, because my focus is Roman's socials, Luxury Bazaar, and Adrian and stuff. So if you have those 3 accounts done, you're kind of just like not chilling, but you can kind of take like the pressure off and like enjoy and have fun with shooting and stuff like that. So just focus on like those 3 accounts, and if you can knock those 3 accounts out of the ballpark, then just continue what you do and repeat and repeat.
Okay. Tell me, what was your favorite thing about being at Luxury Bazaar?
Probably the trips.
The trips?
Yeah, I went on 3 and stuff, and the dinners. The dinners were the best.
The dinners are awesome.
Yeah, the dinners are the best. Miami is a very fond memories, and I will never forget.
You got to see the
those.
bills for those dinners.
Oh yeah, thank God they're not on my credit cards.
Yeah, I don't think
my credit cards have that limit.
What is your least favorite experience at Luxury Bazaar? You can be honest.
Probably the personalities and stuff. Like at first, like you jump in, you're like, oh, everyone's like so like cool and stuff, and then like you realize like, some of it is a gimmick and stuff. So you have to like realize like there's times where people are like their personalities, and sometimes like when they're not and stuff. So putting up with that, Alex, you have a very big personality. And Dave's one of the new guys, and I did not like Dave at all when he first came in.
Really? Why?
Huh? I don't know. He just seemed like fake, I guess, at first. But then
now you got to know him.
Yeah, now that I got to know him and stuff, and I was like, all right, cool. Like you're actually like a cool, like funny guy and stuff. So it's just like getting those people involved, and like going through the whole gray market thing was, I think, a little weird for everyone here, because it was like, all right, we've built this thing, now we're letting people in that we don't like truly know and stuff. But I mean, it was all in good fun. I think it turned out great for the company and the channel. Yeah,
I think a lot of people had the same view. Like a lot of people didn't like Dave initially. They thought that he was fake. But then, everybody in here and a lot of the viewers, as they got to know him, really, started taking to him and appreciating him.
Yeah. The stuff that he just like says off rip in the office, you're like, what did you just say? And you're like, and then he says it again, and then you're just like crying for the last 5 minutes.
I feel like there's other people, like when Chris says something, that's when you're like, what did you say?
Yeah, well, I'm Chris's translator, so when Chris says something and people are like, what did he say? I'm like, oh, he just said this. Shout out to all the South Carolina folks.
Hey, man.
Favorite person in the office?
My boy Christian and stuff. Like we sat beside each other like since day one. Like he came in, he was still in college, and I was like, he made a thumbnail, and I was like, dude, like you're golden. Like stay here, like build up, like do whatever you have to do. But like at the end of the day, like after that week 1, I think me and you talked, and you were like, oh, how is he? And I was like, hire him. Yeah. And stuff. So we've like sat today like for a year and a couple months, like day to day. And just the stuff we say and go back and forth. And he's been like, he's helped me out. I've learned a lot from him. He's learned a lot from me. So,
next question: least favorite person in office?
Tanya.
Tanya's scary, bro.
The first day I met Tanya, and I was like, I never want to talk to this woman again.
Yeah, she's frightening.
And that's how I'm leaving also. I told her I was leaving. I was like, hey, Tanya, I'm leaving, right? And she's like, so who gives a fuck? And I was like, yes. I was like, you haven't changed since day 1.
Yeah, I can't count the number of times that she said, why are these people still working here? Why don't you fire them all? And I tried to explain to her, we need them. They do stuff. This is a more difficult question, but I personally want the answer to it. You never came to me and asked, hey, I want to do this other stuff. I'd like to do more marketing. I'd like to do more content creation. Why didn't you give us the opportunity before looking for it somewhere else?
I think you're just such a hands-on person. Yeah. Where like you kind of like you're a control freak, and everyone knows that.
Yeah, totally.
And stuff. So like I feel like it would kind of be like stepping on your toes if I was like, hey, like I know I can like be a part of this and stuff. And I feel like you like created Gray Market, you created like Luxury Bazaar, what it is like today, kind of.
Thank you.
Yeah. So like that's your baby at the end of the day. You probably like your kids are your wife's second, your kids are first, and then Gray Market's third probably in your life. It's something
about that, yeah.
So I didn't want to like come in and like cramp on your like baby practically and stuff like that.
I think you have the skills. I think, yes, sure, starting anew somewhere else, coming from this experience, first of all, you're going to bring a lot to the table to where you're going to go. And I think like starting in a position where it's already, from day one is established, this is who you are and what you do, will definitely be a different experience from, okay, well, I started in a post mail room, whatever, and now I grew up to this. It's funny because now I actually have Christian doing a lot of stuff that like, more managing more on top of stuff. And it is hard to let go of the reins. Like it is hard to not be a control freak because like, even though I'm like, more people are better, more minds are better,
For sure.
I'm still like, oh no, this is messed up. Like,
I wouldn't do it this way, like and stuff like that. So,
but at one point I will be able to entrust a lot of things to everybody else. So yeah, I definitely, wish you a lot of luck with that. What would you change about your experience here if there was anything that you would do differently?
Nothing and stuff. Because I mean, at the end of, like when I'm leaving, I'm like proud of what we have accomplished. Like I don't know the exact numbers, but like me, Nina, all the past social media people that have been here, Christian also, we have taken accounts that were just like simmering and we turned on the heat and got them up to boiling pretty fast, and we've kept that consistent out through probably 7 months, and we've seen the results of even the new guys coming in and building their socials, of them gaining success. So I think like at the end of the day, I look back and there's no real regrets because I've seen the results of putting in the hard work and stuff like that. So
yeah, I mean, definitely I took a gamble on bringing in a social photographer. I was like, we have all these photographers here. We really need somebody just for that. And I was like, you know what? We need somebody with an eye for that. So it was a gamble, and it paid off. I mean, the quality of the accounts, the quality of the content just shot up like a rocket.
I mean, also, I wouldn't be here. Like Sarah and Amber helped me out a lot at the beginning. Yeah. Because like it is like a completely like different thing than like just fashion photography. Because that's what I did before coming here. It is small products, and metal shows scratches very easy when we were shooting at 100mm micro. And stuff. So learning techniques about bouncing light and how to place the watches and all that stuff. So shout out to Amber and Sarah.
Tell people what most of your day looked like, because I saw it all day long. It was a tiny little circle on a screen.
Yeah, my day-to-day was coming in, seeing what watches Vlad brought back, and then if I missed any watches that came through, I would shoot that. But also in between that, Roman and Adrian would call me. It'd be like, hey, we want to do this, we want to do that. So basically being a fly on the wall and bouncing off the walls. And then I would sit down for 7 hours of the day and just click away on Clone Stamp Adobe. Sponsor me, please. So yeah, just photo editing a lot, honestly. I think now looking back on it, like photo editing was 75% of like my time, because it got to a point where like shooting was just like so like repetitive and stuff, where I know what to do to get the watch to look great, and then just getting all the scratches and dings out of it.
Yep. Any fear of artificial intelligence taking your job?
Not really. Not right now. Maybe like in 15 years, maybe.
Could be like 2.
Maybe. We'll see. The Pentagon did just say that the mothership of aliens might be coming, so we'll see.
They announced that today?
Like the 8th.
Okay.
And stuff, so.
Well, I guess we wait and see. Anything else? Anything you want to add to this exit interview? What do they typically ask at an exit interview? What could we have done better? I don't know. Don't really care.
Yeah.
It will be a shame to replace you, but we will replace you.
We'll see about that.
No, we're actually not going to replace you. Amber, Christian, and Sarah stepped up and said, you know what? We want to do this together.
Yeah.
Said, awesome. Let's give it a try.
I think with Amber and Sarah in the back they get the watches first. So usually I would be like, oh, what's good, what's not. So they have that eye, the same I do, of like, this is a good watch, that's not. And then Christian being out in the office and stuff, if someone needs candidates or lifestyle, he can run and go do it. So
on a scale of 1 to 10 or 0 to 10, how much would you recommend somebody to work here?
10.
10. 10.
No, I mean, it's like, it's all fun and games, but at the end of the day,
whoa there.
At the end of the day, if
is there a porthole somewhere in there?
There's not. At the end of the day, if you don't know, like, you don't know you can steer the ship and do the quality that we want you to do at the end of the day, you're going to get the boot.
Oh,
And
yeah.
We have seen that many of times as stuff, people thinking they're good and they're not and stuff. So it's basically survival of the fittest.
You know, we definitely, we give people an opportunity, and we give people, you know, constructive criticism and feedback, and I guess opportunities to improve.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it comes down to one thing: just work ethic.
Yeah.
You could learn any skill.
Literally. I remember you, I think it was you and Roman's told this story multiple times, but you guys were like, all right, like the photos are good, but we want them to be great. And I think I just like came in one day and I was like, all right, like I'm going to prove to these guys that like we can do this. And I like, thanks for taking the opportunity on me, because I knew I was like capable of doing it and stuff. So it's just about shutting up and doing the work at the end of the day.
That's it. You know what? Like we appreciate work ethic more than any skill.
Yeah.
You know, and any talent, because they could be learned. You know?
Literally.
Well, Davis, it's been a pleasure having you for the last year and 3 months, and I wish you lots of luck wherever you go. And
sir.
obviously keep in touch. And you know, when new round of layoffs come in, please hit us up.
Come back.
Maybe we'll take you back.
Maybe I won't come back.
Yeah. Maybe come back.
Maybe.
Maybe not. But the opportunity is always there.
Appreciate it.
And you know, thank you for sitting down and doing this so publicly.
No problem. I'll come back and buy a watch.
There you go. Oh yeah. How, you know, are you giving us back that watch that we gifted you?
Roman, I hope not. Roman's a Mercedes fan. I'm a Red Bull fan. So what is he going to do with it?
Sell it.
Well, I hope.
I don't have the box or papers. So.
Oh, they kept that from you?
No, I got
lost
rid of them. Yeah, I did lose it actually.
Holy shit! You
Yeah.
lost the box and papers to your gift watch.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Well,
never.
you're never gonna. Yeah, you're never gonna. Yeah. Okay.
So.
Well, at least it's good to know that you're not gonna flip it.
Yeah. No. Money isn't that tight.
Okay. Well, great having you. Enjoy your new experience.
Will do.
And we'll miss you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, listening, make sure to show some support, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think about this. And this is how transparent we're getting here at the Gray Market Podcast. Have a great week, great day. Davis, you too. Take care.
Peace.